Uh-oh. That music can only mean one thing. You are here with Loaded Dice, the podcast. Not the Loaded Dice, Loaded Dice. And you can find us on Instagram, Mel?
At Loaded Dice Rollers.
Wow.
And if you want to email us with any questions, comments, what you want from us, what you want to see us do, loadeddicerollers@gmail.com. Want to put money into the bet between me and Tom? loadeddicerollers@gmail.com.
Do it. Do it now. Sign up on Instagram. Email us. You can find me at GM McLeod. GM McLeod's. We are sponsored by McLeod Ale, Paizo, and Emerald Knights, and live music by Leaving Richmond. Leaving Richmond. Jonathan.
Leaving Richmond. LeavingRichmond.com. Check them out on Spotify, Apple Music,
Wow.
Pandora. Make your Pandora station today.
Yeah, it's great.
And make sure you cultivate that accordingly.
I definitely, like, the other day I was doing some, like, just homework, and not homework, I was doing admin, but I was just listening to Leaving Richmond, and it was very, very soothing and very energizing.
Now, here's the big question about listening to Leaving Richmond music. Mel, did you actually score higher on your test because you listened?
I got more shit done.
There you go,
Wow,
guys.
so 90% more?
There you go, guys. Get more shit done with
Production.
LeavingRichmond.com.
Wow,
Yeah.
come on.
Or, like,
that
getting
sounded like
ready
a plug.
to go out and shit like that. Like, it's a nice, like, it's great music to just genuinely listen to. Not like, you don't have to be in a mood to listen to it.
Right. I love that. Just like great study music. Leaving Richmond.
Like Lofi Hop.
That's really cool. And you can find us live at McLeod Ale.
Every Wednesday
every
night.
Wednesday night. Loaded Dice. And we are here tonight to do a little practice run. This is bonus content. You will never see this in the campaign. So what we have here is we're at Ascantor Lodge in Shutterwood Forest. And not many of you can see this unless you've gone to Instagram and seen the pictures. Loaded Dice Rollers at Instagram.
Yes.
And you can see the pictures of Ascantor Lodge where the two half-orcs, Mel and Kurt, Orok, and what's your orc's name?
Viv.
Orok and Viv.
So easy, Viv. It just rolls off the tongue.
It makes it a lot easier to be able to see.
Easy.
Viv.
Or the bottom teeth.
He's very
Easy.
overprotective.
Take
You
it
gotta
easy.
be a little bit easier.
It's made it uncomfortable for some of the people at Ascantor Lodge,
Perfect.
but somehow they profit from this. And you guys, so what's happening now is we're having an unlikely meeting, a fictitious battle of 2E to sort of work out some of the rules before we do actual campaigns starting next Wednesday here live at McLeod's. And so we have everybody live. Everybody's mic is live. And Ascantor Lodge, where the music is friendly.
Are
And
we
the-
all in the lodge?
And the protection is great. And there's a guy who runs the lodge. His name's Father Grimoire. He likes to take people in. He's a little bit older, but then when you get into the lodge itself, he likes to feed you, put you up in lodging, and he asks you for one request only. Please, don't go in the back room. The back room is strictly forbidden. Do not want anybody in there. See? Only half-orcs back there. They tend to the chamber pots.
That sounds very specific.
Only half.
I like the fact of that.
Yes. So, if we can have the other characters into the Ascantor Lodge
Where are the
front.
other minis?
Where's
I
where's
just
this
kind of threw them when the whole pad went down. Oh, they're over there.
There we go. There we are.
Fair
Are they
enough.
entering the lodge or are they...
I think we'd be over here sitting. At
We're
the
sitting
fire.
down.
We're gonna be at the fire.
You're
Think-
not here.
We're not
Thing,
here. We're over
thing
here.
is about Ascantor Lodge.
So for anybody who can't see live, we're currently rearranging our minis on the board in this lodge inn setting. We're trying to figure out where everybody's positioned. So maybe if we get some visual footage later on down the road, you'll be able to see the arrangements.
Take
and
some
whatnot.
pictures. Go to Instagram.
Yeah, if you go to Instagram,
Yeah.
the Loaded Dice Rollers.
Well, and
you'll
if we
be
get
able
our
to see.
Patreon subscribers up there too, we'll be
Yeah.
able to, we'll do all sorts of live pictures and videos.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
For the
Not
inevitable Patreon
just
that will
me.
be starting.
Talk to
the
our
end of
agent.
us. It's the end of us.
There's other people that can take pictures, guys.
Mel,
And
you take the
videos.
best pictures.
No, I don't. The
You
amount of
do.
times that he's
No,
been like,
you-
"No, rotate your camera."
No, because I know that the camera's on the bottom and you're gonna get better
He's
angles.
a good director.
That's why I need
No,
other
but
people to
You
help
take
me.
great pictures.
There's a cinematographer, and then there's
the
a,
iPhone.
there's a director. You know.
I just point and click.
Anyway,
You went to the lodge.
Sponsored
Nice.
by Apple with
You
the
were-
best point-and-click cameras that you can get.
You entered the lodge. Yeah, the
I mean, they're-
iPhone 11 is amazing.
It's amazing, right? Yeah.
we're just gonna start throwing out like all these random sponsors. Just maybe somebody will bite. Will be like, oh, you know what?
Oh, there's nothing random. We're all targeted here.
You know.
Steve, you know what I'm talking about.
High rollers.
Stop calling. You guys enter the lodge, and you find yourselves at it costs us a silver piece to stay for the night. It's rather cheap lodging in the middle of Shutterwood, which is actually great, for you because the cover, you require the cover. Shutterwood Forest is known for its lycanthrope population. And to travel between, I think it's Lepidstadt and other states, literally this is the only sort of refuge you have. And so as you come to the lodge, you're happy to know you're in safe hands, and two half-orcs greet you at the door. And Jonathan, you and Will have been traveling with the dwarf who doesn't say very much in the back of the caravan. You picked him up maybe someplace along the way.
He's very polite. He hasn't said much, but it hasn't been a problem.
I'm sure he's like everybody else. He's got a story. But it's good to be here. The weather hasn't been pleasant, but that's Ustaloff for you.
I walk up and introduce myself as I am Viv.
Oh, so you come out the front and you greet them.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah, I walk up very aggressively and
Now-
very tall.
Father Grimm, the general doesn't like the half-orcs to address the guest. But, okay, I'll forgive it this time. I'm tired, so I'm going to bed.
Thank
Hold
you,
on, hold
Father.
on, hold on there. Father, they're people just like all of us. There's no reason that they're guests too, aren't they?
I'm treating them as such.
Well then, they're guests like me.
Yeah.
Oi.
It's good to have you. It's good to be here with you.
And a dwarf to throw it all onto, the fire. Yes.
No, I just watch.
It's all good coin, is it
just
not?
I guarantee you've never met a dwarf like this.
Probably right about that.
Well, let's get you guys situated. Come on closer. Let's get out of the cold.
Let's find a good fire and some good ale.
I go ahead and pull them in.
Yeah,
That sounds
we
like an
walk in
excellent
and-
plan, my friend.
Father Grimm goes to bed.
Spence, I'm standing back. I'm just kind of still not sure of the group.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of watching
Sure.
and kind
And I'll wink and nod to him and kind of wave him in a bit.
I already walk away.
It's okay. Come on.
So you're a father, a cleric.
I'm not a father like the one that you saw go to bed there, but I like to think of myself as more of an uncle.
As you enter the lodge, by the way, it smells of like herbs burning, and you can tell that they do a lot of protection spells around the place, especially you with the arcane or divine background. You understand that the place is protected pretty well, and but it's interesting to find the half-orc sort of in charge, and this old man, Father Grimm, leave and go to bed.
Well, is there any staff, or is it just take what you weigh, or
There are a few staff. So what's happening is you guys have arrived at dusk, and dinner will be about an hour and a half away. And you pay a silver piece a night to stay. And as you do, you get food and you get lodging.
Right.
And
So
safe
Spen-
passage.
Spencer,
Just to set up-
are we actually deducting that
No,
Spencer?
no, this is all pretend. This is a
Thank
run-through.
you.
This
All
is
right.
a test fire.
But
round.
would pretend, and since we're trying to play our characters too, just so we're all clear, did we just take a caravan here and we know each other, or we don't know each other, or
I feel like we've inadvertently rendezvoused.
we're a party already, or we're not a party already.
Is this the bonding event?
No, this is not the bond. This is just you
See how our
hitched a
characters
ride
work?
north. You hitched a ride north.
I hitched a ride
It was
north.
just
I've
with the
already
clergy.
talked to them. Then basically, I don't have to
Yeah.
watch. And okay, so
Let's say it's not
so we're
not
just-
bonding.
We're an established
event.
established party. That's
We're
all
all
I
sharing
needed
the
to know.
same dream right now.
perfect.
We'll be like, did
Okay.
you?
You just met the half orcs, but
Yeah, the half orcs are a little freaky. but,
basically you have a good
know,
background.
Well, freaky.
Fuck is your problem?
I mean, I've been used to
so
it.
that
my
sounds
whole
a little
life,
racist,
but,
Tom,
I mean,
but we're not-
Let's be
we're-
real.
We're gonna look the
I
other way
was
on that.
raised by humans.
Those are dying words, my friend.
Well, look, I don't know many half orcs.
Are you imitating my voice?
I'm not.
Quit saying it like that.
But I could.
Let me put it this way, my stocky friend.
Which one are you talking to?
Half
Are
of
you
them.
talking to me?
I'm talking to that stocky one. No, you're more
man.
you're more on the gigantic scale. So we're talking stocky. It's a
I
nice
could
way of
say
saying
him.
short,
I
but
could
but
say
you
him.
know, but girthy.
Stout.
Eh.
Stout.
Sure, stout.
Stout.
Yeah, excellent choice of names.
Not
Yeah.
used to that
Thank
Not
term,
one,
but
not one that I
alright.
would have necessarily
No,
picked, but maybe your cousin that's a bit broader, who I would say stout. But either way, in your case, my friend, I would say this. I would say this. The half of them that isn't orc is my people. And I know my people well,
And mine
and they're
as
good
well.
people. And from what I've seen in the time that we've been here, the half of them that orc is good people too.
I look over to him and I do a slight nod as an appreciation of it.
Okay, good people. That's
That's what it's all about.
what I haven't had in my life. I'm here, and thank you.
He's got a lot of attitude for a small man.
Well, then let's raise a toast to good people being in a good environment.
And I gestured to the staff to bring around.
Wow, star for Will and star for John. That was amazing. Please roll a d20 to see if Tom actually buys that. You too. You too.
What
Sounded
those
great.
two.
Is this
It's
going to be a
total
flat roll,
bullshit.
or is this a? Am I adding any modifiers?
Nope.
Just
We're
straight
just-
up.
You should drop it into the
diplomacy,
glass
maybe.
to make the
That's
noise.
going to be an 11 from me.
Oh, you did good.
What the fuck is that?
That was a tongue.
I had
Rolling
to
in a
drop it
shot
into the
What was it?
glass
What is
so
it?
you can hear
I
the-
did
Make
it.
it sound.
I did
Yeah.
a
We talked
terrible
about
job
that.
of convincing.
What was it?
Mine was a natural 4.
Oh.
That's a fantastic,
Wow.
fantastic.
drunk.
So,
roll.
Tom, you're more likely to believe Will's character.
The paladin.
Yeah.
Right.
What's his name?
Eugenie. Eugeni.
Eugenie?
Eugenie.
You're
Euge-
gonna be fun to
Eugenie,
pronounce the
Eugenie.
name for.
As long as I know you're talking about me,
Eugenie.
it's fine.
You're more likely to believe him than your father Walrus.
And you're a human.
So I look at the
Uncle.
father.
Uncle.
And you're a
Uncle Walrus.
It's his mustache that throws you, really.
That he
I haven't
changes
had an
every
uncle in a
other
long
week.
time, and
Paladin is lawful good.
you haven't gained my trust
what
yet.
kind of armor
But
do you
that
wear?
paladin,
I've got some.
that's a man.
Explorers
and he's gained my
clothing, and
trust.
I've also got some hide armor.
That's
Hide armor.
that's fair enough. You know. Listen, my friend Eugenie, he's got. My friend Eugenie's he's got a handle on things. You don't have to take my word for it, but if you believe this man, you're in good hands.
Well, I believe this man.
By the time this
than
entire
you.
thing has happened,
Yeah.
I've had at least 3 pints of ale.
Now, where's the ale?
You're still
As
sober.
long as
It's-
the same as my
right.
brother. We've just been like downing beer.
Eugenie goes, "I've got
That's called an
Not paying
appetizer.
attention.
That's called an appetizer.
Eugenie goes, I've got to catch up. These two are good.
We're good.
How do you
It's,
know these? How do you know the half orcs?
I just saw them this evening. I don't know.
You guys all came in the same caravan together.
Okay.
So you saw the half orcs. You met them. They seem to be, on it. Good servants, and they invite you in, and it's time for dinner. So you sit down and you enjoy a nice leg of something.
Yeah.
Leg of
Umberhawk?
troll. Leg of troll.
Umberhawk. Well, if it
No,
was
leg-
troll,
The leg,
Leg
of
of troll is
troll
delicious because
is
it's
a
like an all you can
specialty.
eat. Yeah, it's all you can eat.
It's absolutely a
Just
specialty.
keeps going.
Can I do
It
a?
just
Eat
keeps
it, it
going.
regenerates.
Can I do a nature or survival check to figure out if I can identify this?
sure.
To identify what?
What we're eating.
The leg.
Oh, it's
Curious.
leg of troll.
Yeah, well,
Uncle seemed to love
It's
it.
absolutely.
if I go to another establishment, I want to be able to
It's
hey,
actually
I
my
wanna order
my
that.
brother's favorite.
That is going to be a 17 plus 2 is a 19.
You know
It's-
it's my brother's favorite.
It's owlbear.
Ah, specialty.
Yeah.
I've not had owlbear before, but
With a
this
hint
is
of
very
lichen.
good.
I hear that owlbear tastes like
Lichen or
chicken.
herb?
It's a little chewy.
Herb, spice, lichen. There's not all the same.
It's a gamey lichen.
Excellent.
So I look over to them and I'm like, what do you think?
I love owlbear.
Yeah,
I do.
me too.
do.
I
But I'm not comfortable with you, with your kind.
I'm
I'm sorry.
Small men.
Do you not understand?
I'm sorry.
Me and my brother hunted this morning.
I trust you, and I'm sitting at your table, but there's something with half-orcs in my history that I
Let's get a few drinks in you, and it will be no problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I absolutely understand.
maybe a pint of ale.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You know, usually I don't endorse drinking, but in this case, I think we should get your friend wrecked a little bit
I
here
call over
because
the bar wench and have her hook us up with a few more ales.
She is glad to oblige.
It's better than getting eviscerated by our Avhawk friends, you know?
One more silver piece by everybody.
That's fine.
Okay, we give a silver piece.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Lots of ale comes over.
So what brought you over
I pick
here?
up a glass, and I drink the whole thing. I just slam
Chug.
it.
Okay, so make
Slam it.
a
Done.
make
And I
a
slam it on
survival
the-
check.
Okay.
It's excellent ale.
This
you-
music
have
sounds
you-
tense. It sounds
10.
like he's about to die.
10. What's your bonus on survival?
You survival.
Remember, the
modifier.
general DC in Pathfinder is 15.
General DC.
Survival.
Don't
it is
will.
plus
maybe
2,
that-
so it's a 12. 12.
Oh, am I also rolling?
You fail to chug it.
Ah, I do. Really?
You basically
Dwarf fails to chug it?
you
Okay.
basically evacuate all over yourself.
So I almost
He
have it,
dribbles on
and
himself.
I still bang it down to try to like make a wave of it come out, so it's like to still make a statement.
as the dwarven spirits and vomit crest over your lips.
As a paladin of Caden Kalian, I appreciate the fact that he didn't waste any of it. He drank it all. I give him a good
He
clap on
did
the
dribble.
back.
Will
a
brings
little
up a
bit.
very good point here.
That's great.
We are sponsored by McLeod Ale. Live in Van Nuys, playing here with Paizo, sponsor Paizo. And we have Leaving Richmond. Paizo.
Tension by Leaving Richmond. This is Tension by Leaving Richmond is what this is.
You're calling it the
Very
name
tense.
of the song.
Oh yeah, it's
This is no, it's not our theme
This
song.
is some form of
but
tension, let me
it
tell
is.
you. I feel tense.
It's because I said Paizo.
Feel tense.
And
the right mood, right?
Emerald
I mean,
Knights.
You know, tense is-
Thank you, Steve Wynn. Stop calling us. Okay, back to this. Tom fails to chug it, but he saves himself to the last minute, and the half orcs appreciate this, especially the male, seeing his sister was challenged and then successfully. The dwarf kind of carried himself. He actually used Mage Hand to get the remainder of the spit back up into his mouth.
I drink it in one motion.
I
Just
drink
chug
it up.
Just chug it.
Yeah.
Oh, he does it. So he just
16 plus 7.
He slams.
No, that's a critical success.
That would be a.
That's a critical
That's right.
success.
That's
Every last drop.
That's critical success.
He's
right.
really good at chugging.
not only does he
things.
drink his own, he drinks the rest of yours too.
Except
Tom.
for mine.
Wow.
The second that
From
I
across
started
the
doing
table,
it,
too.
I
I mean, it's
pulled mine
amazing.
to the side. Like, oh no! I've seen this too many times.
It's your brother.
It is my brother. I know he's gonna try and drink my beer too.
Eugenie realizes that he'd better not get in any drinking contests opposing this guy. He's like,
But
this is a
you're
good guy
the
to have
one
on your
that
team.
Likes, yeah.
I wouldn't.
So I
advice, I wouldn't.
pour another full glass,
You do?
and I look at
You pour
everyone.
it?
Can you
I
make
pour-
a fortitude check
Or-
for the
He's
first
just
one?
a silly
You
small
can call the
man.
wench over to bring
Well,
some.
I didn't know if there was a wench in. Can we say wench?
DC
Yeah,
8.
we can say one.
Or
Well, is there a wench in the fucking
Who's
room?
chugging?
that can
I'm
pull-
calling her a
He chugged. I can chug.
bar
No, no,
mistress.
let's go with
Bar
this.
master.
It's
Let's go with this.
A bar
Wench
mistress.
to
Not that
mermaid.
she's a mistress,
Bar
but she works at the bar.
It's you and Tom.
It's a bar person.
A bar
Kurt.
person.
Bar person.
Bar person.
Roll a d20. Fortitude
A
check.
bar human being, or just being energy, just something that yes.
Fort check. Tom.
Natural 20.
Wow.
Natural 20. That was the first natural 20 we rolled as a podcast.
Oh, that is.
Right? I mean, that's
House rules.
I think
that's
that
gotta be something.
wait,
That's
is it-
historic
That's a
right there.
star.
Isn't that Natural 20 brought to you by Emerald Knights in
That's a
Burbank?
And
star.
Paizo.
I
That's a
think
star.
so.
Paizo
Oh, that's
and-
right.
That's it.
That's a critical.
No, I think the criticals are
Oh, the critical is.
exclusively
That's
Emerald
wait a minute.
Knights.
They
Hi,
are
Jay.
exclusive. Yes,
Hi, Jay.
Mm.
I think it's just on combat though. So
Ah,
critical
potato,
skill.
potato.
All right.
Potato
I mean, we
vodka,
can get into
potato
the
vodka.
the details, the weeds, but
Yeah, right, exactly. Look, that's
it is what it is.
That's for the devils.
This is a
That
test.
is
In,
what it
in this case, it sounds like that's brought to you by Emerald
Celebrate
Knights.
the 20.
Right, celebrate the 20,
Thank you, Jay.
courtesy of Emerald Knights.
Yes,
Thank you, Jay.
Emerald Knights, yeah.
You guys rock over there, Jason too.
All right, so
Exclusive
I
keg
slammed the
drinkers like
beer,
Emerald Knights.
and no other beer is better than McLeod's, right?
Okay.
But I slam this brew, and then I slam it on the table again.
You hear a knock at the door,
Front door or back door?
the front
Whoa,
door.
whoa,
you hear
whoa.
it again.
It's open.
This is a G-rated
in.
podcast, please.
You really? It's
I mean,
open.
It's
More
a,
like
it's a
a-
lodge, right? I mean,
It's not.
is it not?
Well, I mean, you
Fuck
guys
no.
kind
Or
of
is this like a bed and breakfast where it's like somebody's home?
well
Fuck
at
no.
night you guys kind of
No, I
seal
love you.
things up, but you
awesome.
you hear
I
a
think
you hear a knock at the door. What do you do?
And I'll say like Caden, not Caden. Eugenia briefly forgets like himself. I'll say
Is a bad option?
20.
Is a bad option burn thee into the ground?
I mean,
Can we go with that?
no,
you
you
hear a
can't.
knock on the door.
That's my first instinct. Burn thee into the ground.
No, I walk over.
yeah.
You open up the door.
Yeah, send the half orc to do it. Yes.
I'm never more than 10 feet behind.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh.
Spencer, what time of
we
night
walk
is
over
it?
to the front.
It's like 7,
Okay, 7. Yeah, that's fine.
but in Ulastov that is Ustalav.
Vampire time. Yep.
That's
Send the half orcs. Yep. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Who is it?
you get a surprise round of attack.
Yay.
Oh no!
Oh,
Us?
That's why I said send the half orcs. So is everybody else on the other side of that wall and far away generally?
There you go.
Just making sure.
Mel, can you place us? We're placing 2 characters outside the front door. They are bugbears.
Bugbears!
looking for refuge for the evening, and they barge in and they say, in Goblin,
I speak Goblin.
I speak Goblin as well.
I don't know what they're saying. So I get
Sounds like a good
pissed.
excuse to kill them.
So what are they saying, Spence?
No. Let's just see what happens.
they say, you will give us lodging now.
I walk up in front of the group.
Who acts first? Me?
It's free action, so
I think you're more hesitant to protect.
No, I'm going to cast right away.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Before I'm even able to react, I would assume that you're
I'll
ready
cast-
to fucking
I'm
jump
gonna
on
cast-
whoever.
I'm going to cast grease underneath them immediately.
Orc fuck things up.
So I don't know what the story
Okay.
with bugbears. Like, what's the?
Well, it sounds like they're gonna get killed. Is what it sounds like.
Grease, I'm allowed to do 4 5-foot squares, contiguous.
okay.
So
You shoot it there.
I'm going to shoot it underneath them, and I'm going to do one in the middle.
Okay, and then we're gonna roll
Like it's
perception.
the Home Alone house. We're just gonna start like setting off like,
I love
booby
it.
traps.
There is
Paint cans, smashing them in the face. Absolutely.
Are you rolling for
No
perception right now
diplomacy
or
with-
not?
Yeah,
me?
we're gonna do
half
initiative.
works.
All right, I'm going to roll for initiative.
Are we?
Oh, yes. I am 25.
It's
your
your
perception.
perception.
12.
I can't find my bugbear. This is bad.
Make sure you find a Pathfinder 2nd edition.
Second,
Yeah.
specifically.
Those are special bugbears.
Yeah, I'm a
I couldn't do it
12.
online, which is so. Just a break really quick. We're gonna edit this out, but I can't use the damn resource online. I guess.
It's just perception for initiative, right?
Yeah.
I have a pretty fantastic one. I mean, is anybody rolling with a +7?
I have a
Yes,
plus
me,
7.
I have a plus 7.
To
I have a
initiative,
plus
or-
7 to
Can I have a couple dice?
perception.
Okay. Well,
I
I guess I'm not that impressive, but I got
Wow.
a 22.
Have a couple die.
Wow.
I got a 22.
What do you want?
If that matters.
Oh, 17.
Oh, you dick. 24.
24.
25.
Anybody beat 24? Oh, you got 25?
I haven't rolled.
I have a 22.
super did that.
22. 22.
15.
Initiative falls under what category?
Perception.
Under
I just realized that I
combat.
can be this far away.
If you're using Hero Lab's wonderful online,
No,
Here,
it's not.
lad.
It's
Matter of
fact, I am.
It's Pathfinder 2e. That's perception.
it's still Hero Lab.
That's gonna be a 12 for you.
Through
If shit's going down, Jenny's got a 12.
Okay, well, you guys in the back room, kind of anyway.
Ooh, except I'm closest.
The bugbear takes his sword out and says, "You will eat my steel."
He's got a lisp.
Yes.
Does anybody want to translate what they just said?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
what
going to cast grease underneath them, and they're going to have to roll a DC 17 reflex save or fall down.
I don't have any dice.
Oh, I do have dice.
That's a really cool DM screen.
Yeah, it is. 19.
17. He stands up.
Winner.
Well, the other one has to go as well.
Oh, you're making me roll both? 16.
He falls
What is-
down.
Oh,
Wait.
prone.
What is it? A reflex? Plus 8.
It's a 17 total.
24.
Oh,
What the hell?
wow. They're very agile. Who knew? Bugbear's
That
super
could've- That could
agile.
have changed the battle, but no. Sorry,
A
guys.
minute ago, we thought
Hey.
we were on the kitchen table.
Hey, Orak. Fuck your grease spell, basically.
Right?
Good try, but
Okay,
no.
so
They eat grease for breakfast.
Grease!
in terms of
Okay.
it is, grease!
By the way,
Anybody,
I
is
have.
anybody standing in fire?
That was a 2-action
They're standing in grease.
thing. I have
So-
one more action.
You do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move around here, and I'm gonna be on this side of her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Block that bug. Block that bug.
Right.
Now, are you susceptible to your own grease? Or you didn't cast it?
I didn't cast it there.
Okay.
I caught it here and here.
Yeah. Okay.
So if they move into the center square,
They
they
still
have to
gotta-
do it.
Oh, super important. Susceptible to your own grease is a great bad name. Just saying.
Ooh, third, fourth grade.
That sounds like an album name more
amazing.
than a band.
You know what?
name.
I'll give you that, Will.
Yeah,
You're right.
That's you have to keep band names kind of
Right.
concise.
That's fair.
That was just my way of interrupting you guys. Yeah, you step over there, and then it's the bugbear's turn. They actually walk forward, so they're going to make their saves again.
Through the grease?
I'm going to do one save. 5 plus 8. What was the save?
17.
They don't do it. So what happens?
They fall prone.
Fall.
Okay, but they can still hit you, right? They're just negative.
Uh,
E1 rules would be negative 2.
Yeah, hold on. They're fall. Yeah, but they're
Well, they move forward
No,
5.
it's a condition. It's a condition. Hold
Yeah.
on. Let's just look up. At
So I'm just going to have them swing at both of you guys. Here they go.
Each or
Yeah, they have a
One
bastard.
pair.
They have a bastard sword, and they say we call it bastard.
Sounds
They
like a
say it
bastard.
in Goblin. Call it a bastard for a reason.
-2.
Okay, so they're plus 10. So now they're just plus 8. So first 8 plus 8 is 16. Kurt.
No.
Okay, and then their second one is -5. 19 plus 8 minus 5. 19 plus 8 minus 5. 27.
90 plus
22? 22?
22
22?
hits me,
Okay.
and I raise my shield to take some of the damage.
As a reaction?
Yes.
Okay, and the Mel? 7 plus 8 is 15?
we're talking about AC, right?
Yeah, minus 2 actually.
it does not
so
hit.
13. Okay, here comes the second. It's minus 5. Minus 5 minus 2. 9 plus 8.
17.
17 minus,
hit.
minus 7.
It's 10.
Total. Doesn't hit. Okay, so Kurt, you
Big
get the
whiff.
sting. He
Dodgy
calls
spell.
the sword the jester for a
I laugh
reason
out loud if he
because
says that.
he likes it to do some damage. Wow, D12. We're bringing back D12s in Pathfinder 2.
Yeah.
Here comes
There's
the
a lot of
D12.
D12s,
The
actually.
unloved dice.
And by the way, I love
Nice
Pathfinder 2
change.
still preserves the whole flat-footed situation.
I love
so
that. Love that.
Beautiful.
They are
Surprise-
flat.
so
They're
surpri-
flat. They're both flat.
Surprise round means something, right?
He,
means something.
he hits you for 5 points of damage.
So 1. Okay. So my shield.
God! My leg!
That's gotta hurt.
Oh! Do it again. I missed Mel. Okay. Who's next in initiative?
Not me.
Well, I rolled a 22.
Well, okay, so that was their round. So now everybody's kind of in. You guys can all come out. They were in the lodge eating bugbear leg.
No, was it a regular round? Or
thought it was
surprise
owlbear
round?
leg.
What are we?
Yeah,
We're
owlbear.
owlbear.
Sorry, not bugbear.
Bugbear sounds a little fucked up.
Owlbear.
Honestly.
Owlbear.
And now you
You
guys.
just,
Now
see,
you
you
know
just have
what
to
they
think of it
taste
as
like
like
and they
think of it as
look.
sea
Yeah, well,
bugbear.
it's more food
You'd eat
for the
sea
next days.
bugbear. Land
So-
bugbear sounds weird, but
Well,
sea bugbear.
So not
first
to
of all,
get,
you
so
guys are guests at the lodge, so
Right.
it might not be an obvious that you want to go out and kind of help them.
and also not to get mired in the rules, but what's your standard movement for a hero character? I assume
Yeah.
30 feet.
30 feet.
30.
Right. So if we're not
25 with
guys.
armor.
okay, so if we're not aware of the shenanigans at the front door, maybe we don't leave that main area. Just saying.
I was gonna say, like, do we
I'm
hear
really
what's happening?
I'm enjoying my owlbear.
Can we do a perception check?
Let me tell you something. There's
I'm not
nothing like
sure
a
you
good.
care.
Perception.
There's nothing like a good owlbear with a bit of cilantro.
Can I do a perception check to see if I'm kind of aware
Sure.
of what's going on?
Sure.
I would also.
Natural 20.
Jesus.
Sounds
Second
like he's
natural 20 right
he's,
there.
he's the
So-
most perceptive son of a
Loaded
bitch that's ever
dice.
been.
Loaded dice, right?
Loaded
Yes.
di- loaded
Hey, wait,
dice.
that's
There we
another.
go.
Loaded Dice Players.
That's another critical.
Instagram and,
Thank you,
another
thank you,
one.
Emerald Knights. Thank you, Emerald Knights.
Loaded dice.
Emerald Knights, Jay. There you go.
Hi,
Critical
Jay.
number 2 for you.
Nice
And
20,
one
Jay.
night
Thanks,
for
Paizo.
one player. All right, let me see if I hear what's going on. That's gonna be
Tom, make a local knowledge check.
16 plus 5 is
It'd be
21.
your intelligence modifier if you don't have local knowledge.
19. Natural.
Okay, so you
these
know,
rolls. He just
Tom,
rolled a 19.
you know that this may be common stance for these guys, and that interfering with their honor with half orcs, it might have issues.
Got
So,
it.
are we all rolling or no?
Just Tom
All
figured
right,
that out.
so
Son of a bitch.
I'll look at my 2 new friends that I'm still getting to know,
You can't see
and
it.
I'll let them know. Hey,
Oh my god.
we something's going on up front, but we need to let the half orcs handle. It's for their honor. We can't interfere. So we can.
Does that check out? Like,
Oh yeah,
is that like a?
yeah. He completely got the knowledge check.
And Eugenius shrugs and is like, "Let's grab another drink."
Okay.
Which
Yeah.
I
Speaking
look
of, we
at
need to get, like,
the
a PA to
wench
grab
that's
us beers
there
while
and
we're
say, "Bar
recording."
wench,
Might not be your business.
more alcohol. Bring more drinks to the bar wench."
And she
Bar person.
to everything. The bar wench.
You guys give me shit for bar wings.
It sounds like they have it handled.
I'm pretty sure it's, the union says it's bar person.
Yeah, but in this day and age, it's the bar. Well, in this day
being.
and age, but we're
Because
going
maybe
back.
they're not a human, so it's a bar being.
It's the bar being
A bar being.
Bar being.
and
bar.
bar bar.
Get us.
We're gonna have to edit all
Get
of
us
this
our
pretty
drinks.
much.
Yeah. All right. It's a dude, and he likes to get the cocktails.
boy.
Bar boy. And he's really good at it. So he has this reputation that you guys have found out about in the
Oh, God.
bathroom.
God.
Carved into the stone wall.
Is this the 80s?
Carved out in the stone wall. I
Why,
like
sir?
that, Spence. That's
Where's my dagger? I have
There's a hole in this
my
brick.
dagger.
For a good for a good time call, 555.
No, don't do it.
No, it's
No.
867
No.
539.
Okay.
Everybody knows this.
No.
Anyway, for you guys, it seems like business is normal.
Yeah. I mean, if they.
Can I?
Is it my turn
Do
yet?
He's also
Yeah, so we're
wanting
gonna
to
sit
do
there, Spence.
something
We're gonna sit there
right
and
now.
All 3 of us.
So since I'm
Right
probably
thing
at
to
the
do.
bottom of the entire concept of what's going on, I'm assuming it's going to be my turn since I'm the bottom of the initiative round.
It's your turn.
Oh, thank you. So I have a orc neck splitter.
Did your brother give that to you? Does he know about that? Did you steal it? No.
There's nothing
Yes.
wrong in stealing.
Undisclosed.
Okay.
I've
Mysterious.
had it.
There's
In case
nothing
you were
wrong
wondering.
in stealing.
Nothing wrong with that. at
Yeah.
all.
So I
If
go
they
ahead
can
and
afford one, they can afford 2.
Was that Manny?
it was Billy.
Oh, Billy.
Yeah.
Billy!
He's quietly, for the first time ever. Nope. It was across the entire room.
All right.
So I end up going over and going and trying to slash the one that's directly in front of me with my orc neck splitter.
Okay, let's see if you do it.
17 plus 7.
Wow, you tag the
Plus
bugbear.
7. Hold on. 17 plus 7 is 24.
Yeah, you totally do it.
So it's 1d8.
Wow. Which one do you hit, 1 or 2?
The first one that's right in front
Okay.
of me. Just gotta find a
Do you speak Goblin? You don't speak Goblin.
I speak goblin.
I don't,
you
but
hear
my
them
brother does.
cussing at your sister.
Well, that just pisses me off, isn't it?
They say she could have been prettier as a goat.
Oh, I'm gonna hit him in the fucking
You know, it's not the
nuts
first
in a
time that
minute.
I've heard that. I need a d8.
It's actually a compliment.
Thank you.
Oh, it's a compliment.
8
Yeah, that's a
plus
that's a
4.
druid 8.
Wow. 12. You do a lot of damage to him. He's not bloodied. I'm supposed to tell you they entered the bloody condition at half hit point level.
Yeah.
So he's not bloodied.
Do I do my damage yet?
Oh, I'm in rage. Did I mention that?
That probably adds 2 more to your
Yeah,
damage.
adds
so
2 more damage.
16
Yeah.
total?
Yeah, plus 2 bonus damage.
16 is 30.
She's so cute.
13. Still not bloodied. All right, it is
Brother.
your top of the round, right?
Am I top
Yeah.
of the round?
Your brother takes over.
Top of the round. I'm gonna
Let me butter it up.
Oh,
Look at him out of the
first,
corner of my eye.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do wild shape. I'm gonna turn myself into a bear. I'm gonna go.
There's the bear.
And I'm going to demoralize
And you
them.
hear me in the background going,
So they have to
There's
roll.
the bear. The bear's on top of the beans. For anybody that can't see this set, he's now changed into a bear.
Right. And they have to roll against a DC 15.
Wait a minute. Okay, so
Demoralize. Will
okay.
save.
all right, we're gonna do that.
Eugenie looks at the dwarf wizard and is like, "You sure they're okay out there?" It sounds like
I
you
don't
hear us
know.
in the background like, woohoo!
I feel they're,
Yeah!
from what I understand about their gear, I feel
What?
they're okay.
Hey, Kurt, what am I rolling?
Okay.
against? 12 plus.
Will save
plus
against a 15.
Here, have some
will
meat.
Save.
plus
that
5.
sounds
12
like a
plus
good
5,
plan.
17.
You know half orcs. It's
I made it or didn't?
they like to party.
One. Did you do 2 or 1?
17.
I
18.
like you too.
Made the second one too.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm rolling with my good die.
That's
Loaded
okay.
dice. Loaded dice rollers. Instagram. You can find us at GM McLeod's with the S. I don't know who the guy without the S is. That's probably some nice Scottish man.
I think what we decided was like rollers because it's multiple.
Rollers.
you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
people. So
And Emerald Knights. I don't know. It's so great. If you guys have ever been in that game shop, it's really cool.
So now I'm a bear, and it's somebody else's turn.
some
I think it's the Bugbear's turns.
some hot
So
bear on bugbear action.
they're not going to spend any time getting up. They're just going to do -2 from on the ground, being prone. And here goes the plus 8. 16 on Kurt. Plus 8. 24 probably did
Yeah,
it.
that hits.
Here goes, this is -7 for second hit. 13 plus 8. So it's just 14.
No,
14
14.
then? Here goes the third one. It's -10. Actually, -12 for being prone. No, it does not do it. And here's on Mel. There you go. Oh, 18. That definitely connected.
My AC is an 18.
Well,
Ooh,
his bonus 8.
Oh.
13 plus.
but -2.
Right. So he's 13.
And I'm
I rolled a
enraged.
13. Well, then that lowers your AC. So 13 plus 10, 23, minus 5
Christ.
is 18,
18.
minus 2 for being prone is 16. Does
16.
that hit you, Mel?
No,
16?
I'm an 18.
Big
Okay.
whiffa, whiffa.
Last
Yeah.
one, 11. That's whiffs. So each one of you got hit by, you got the taste of a bugbear blade
Yummy.
in your ankle because they're swinging from below.
Fuck off.
Swinging from below. So
oh, I have fun with this.
Mel,
Calories.
It's a
you
little bit
take-
of foreplay, I like to
Wait
think
till
of
the
it
next
as.
round
Shit.
is all they have to
I'm
say.
so
Oh.
excited.
Is
it
it in
just
play?
gets me excited.
oh God.
Oh, the bear is coming.
So the rest of us were all still taking like shots of hot toddies.
Five.
Pretty much, that's what we're doing.
I'm listening to this all going on outside, and I keep glancing at the wizard, and I'm guessing he's just like, yeah.
No, those are the winds. You know, it's quite windy in these parts.
And I'm just acting very nonchalantly and normal. Like,
Kurt, you take
this
5
is
more
natural.
points of damage. And Mel,
I'm sure the screaming and yelling are not
you
important.
take
No,
6.
there's no screaming at this point. That whole shit.
The growling of large animals that suddenly are inside the general vicinity.
All right, Mel.
You know,
it's
if
your
I had to
turn.
place that, it would sound like bugbears slipping on grease, but, you know, that's just me.
But you also hear like these orcs and being like,
Mel, it's your turn.
Right, there are laughing orcs, giant
Yeah.
bears.
so.
It's a normal night.
It's like kids playing in the park.
Sounds like an
Pretty
Ustalav
much.
Friday to me.
I'm gonna go ahead and take another swing with my orc neck splitter with the one that's right in front of me.
Okay, is it your turn?
They just went.
Oh yeah, whose turn is it? Oh, we can.
It's
What's
just
Mel's
us.
turn?
It's
Oh,
just
nice,
you,
nice.
then me.
All right. I thought they were coming. Oh, I'm sorry, they're not coming.
17 plus 7.
A hit.
All right. And then this D8 that I just had that I just put back.
Bugbear thugs.
No.
Thug bears?
Thug bears.
All right.
Buy them at your local store. And if you can't, we're manufacturing them here right at Loaded Dice Rollers on Instagram. We're making the dolls right now.
Thug bears available for sponsorship
6
here
damage.
at Loaded Dice Podcast.
Ben and Jerry's new ice cream.
Thug bears.
Thug bear.
Thug bears.
Thug bear sorbet.
Thug bear delight.
Oh,
Thug bear
You're-
sorbet.
you're welcome, Ben and Jerry's.
There you go.
You're welcome.
We'd love you to sponsor.
How much
us.
damage?
6 points.
Did you do it to the one that was damaged or the
Oh
one
yeah,
in
the
front
one
of
that
you?
was right in front of me. That was. I
Okay, so
already
now he's got
previously
he's got 20 points of damage. He's bloodied. Kurt,
Yeah,
They're
is it
having dinner?
My turn.
I love that nobody's running to the rescue. You know what?
It's
to
quite
be
all
honest,
right.
you guys don't really know them that well.
That's all right.
I mean, I feel like they kind of.
I'm gonna take 3 attacks with my bite and my claws.
I mean, they're guests at the lodge.
Yeah.
I come here to relax. I don't want to.
First attack is
Oh,
24
shit.
to. No, wait. Actually, that's 34 to hit.
Yep.
Is that a critical hit?
These are first level.
How are we
characters.
defining critical
Well,
hits?
it's 10. It's a critical
we
hit.
rolled really well
by their
if you listen
definition.
To our previous podcasts.
To get a
and our special
star
edition
or
bonus
be on the
features.
critical list, you have to roll a 20.
All right, so it hits.
Yeah.
The next one is a 13.
Okay. Misses.
Even with a -2.
Yeah.
And the next one is an 18
Hit.
hit. So, all right. We have
He's slashing at poor animals stuck on the floor in grease.
That's
I mean,
That's how it looks
I
to
don't
you.
know if they're
I wouldn't say
poor animal.
I can't. It's Uncle Wars. and
Uncle.
I can't say that. I don't know if I'd say call Uncle. I mean, I'm pretty sure they came in swinging, right?
Well, to you guys, it's sort of, your friend knows local now. This is what happens. It's
Sounds like orc tomfoolery to me.
that would be 30
tomfoolery would
points
be a
of damage.
30 point. You're level 1 guy. 30,
See, there you go.
30
See, this
points
is the
of
difference
damage.
between Pathfinder 1 and 2. He just did 30 points
But
of damage.
Paizo, we
30.
love you guys.
30 points of damage.
You guys are amazing.
Is this to the guy that had damage on him?
I bite for 14 points, and then I claw for another 12.
Is this the guy that already had damage? He didn't die from either one.
No, I'm gonna hit the guy in front of me. I
That-
know I should
I
hit
think-
that guy, but I'm gonna hit that guy.
No, I think that was the guy. You were doing damage to that guy. I think
Yeah.
Mel leaned over and did
I mean,
damage to him.
okay.
In all
Same
defense,
guy.
he's a
Bugbear.
bear.
He's a bugbear.
So, no. Kurt is a bear.
Kurt, you kill it. you kill the bugbear.
You know, a large woodland animal that
Yeah, you kill the bear.
kind
It's a kill.
of known for tearing things limb from limb. So yeah,
And that would be a star. I don't. I mean, do any of those sounds they work? No.
Yeah, they're working.
so
They
these
were?
guys were just looking for lodging, right? I mean, does anybody ask like, did that guy have a family?
No.
What the
He just-
fuck are you talking about?
Did he have a trust in place? I mean, what happens to those kids?
I mean, can I loot him?
From
Does
now,
does the whole bugbear estate go to probate?
Yeah,
She's just taking
I
her-
get attacked, right?
she's just taking her brother's word for it.
So here's the
Take
thing.
his stuff.
Is like the cleric and I don't
Whose
speak
turn is
goblin,
it?
so we have no idea what happened outside. We just heard
And I
these
don't
crazy
speak
noises.
goblin
It's-
either.
It's the bugbear's turn.
Yeah.
He's,
No, but
to
I
get-
speak goblin.
To
so-
get,
But
to
you
get
don't
up
tell
and
us
out.
this.
I know
He's
exactly
like,
what's going
yeah.
on, but I'm not going to let you guys know. I just know
There he
that
goes.
hey, we're going to
13.
continue to drink
Okay.
and eat.
Well, here's a question.
Plus 8, so 21 to get out of the
Reflex
grease.
save?
To get out of
Yeah,
the
he
grease.
stands up.
Here's a
And
question for
do
you.
Either
How
one
many
of you
actions
have,
is that? Is that 1 or 2?
That's 1. And do either one of you have attack of opportunity as a reaction?
I do not.
I don't
Okay,
think so.
here's what we got to
You might.
decide. This is what we have to decide. This guy's going to bail defensively. And I'm going to say it like that because that's Pathfinder 1 rule. And nobody has the reaction. So I think if they had the reaction,
You can just take off.
he
Yeah.
just takes
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, you have to be adept enough to
He
pull
takes
off
off.
an attack of opportunity.
But
in this
before
one.
he takes off, he makes this incredible acrobatics check. Oh yeah, he does. 19. You want to see that?
Plus, that's a nat 19.
plus 7.
Plus whatever modifier he's got, which is
26.
probably great.
He does this great thing where he lifts up his skirt, and it's actually a girl, and shows you her arse.
Can I attack with a ray of frost?
I stare and then do a
Well, she
slight
bails.
nod and then walk away.
I'm sorry. I have a 120-foot range. There's no way she bails.
I think
She bails 60.
I think the orcs
No,
are left
I can
with the
still hit
idea.
her.
I think the orcs are left with the idea like, why was that necessary? Like, do we need to see your private parts?
I rolled a 19 on my ray of frost.
Touch,
She gets
touch
hit in the
attack.
twat with my ray of frost.
Yeah, like right at the twat.
You hear her scream. She takes off.
Hold on. Let me give her
That's
damage.
terrible.
That's 8 points of damage to her vagina.
Oh no, vaginal damage. Is that? And this podcast is brought to you by Paizo
And that's,
and the updated rules for a second edition, where
and that's why they brought me onto this podcast.
where
There may be
Nice.
there may be a bugbear in the future.
He started it.
There might be a
True.
female bugbear.
that's true.
in
The
future.
DM did say he denoted the type of damage.
I would have not done that had she not done that.
I didn't say that. I
You
just
showed
said she
me all-
did an incredible acrobatics feat to show you
Might
the.
as well, I mean.
The arse.
And I almost rolled
Arse.
critical to zap her exactly there.
Yeah.
Critical
so,
arse.
She would orgasm so hard that she would explode.
Maybe it was good for her. It loosened her up.
These half orcs are just off the rails tonight.
It's kind of tingly, actually.
And there you go. That was practice play by at Live at McLeod Ale. And as a matter of fact, we have chairs, but everybody bailed. That was so fun. Everybody
It's also 11
stayed.
at night, and it's a weeknight. People
I
have
had
shit
to
do
be
in
up
the morning.
at 4 o'clock in the
No,
morning.
we love you to death.
So now, wait, is the podcast name +4 to vaginal damage?
Is that what
New
happened?
hashtag, don't worry.
Wow. I don't know. That
Oh
was,
man, we're in for a wild ride this campaign. It's gonna be good, and you guys are gonna be right along to listen to it if you.
Hey guys, this
Follow
is
us.
this is probably bonus content, and thank you and sorry for those of you that paid extra for this.
did somebody pay extra?
You're great fans.
They're Patreon.
Did you get a patron without
I
us?
think this is a Patreon thing, and again, thanks and sorry.
Thank you.
If you're here, this is where we live.
Yes. And Steve Wynn,
Stop calling.
Stop calling Spencer.
Please.
or at least come play.
We're doing it live.
One.